welcome back, babies. It's your girl AJ. What's good? If you are new, welcome in. My name is Alexandra. I'm the owner of AJ Unique Creations LLC, where I make your dreams reality. I'm gonna take the vision that's in the back of your head that may sound crazy to others. I'm gonna bring that vision to life, you guys. I create nothing to something that doesn't exist. I'm gonna make it an actual product that you can hold in your hands. I make things that's unique, different, and bold. And when you walk to the room, baby, you're gonna look good and feel good every time. Listen, it is graduation season, and it's time to get in that graduation bag. You get what I'm saying? Today we'll be making a graduation sweatshirt with two different colors. Blue and gold. And honey, if you don't know, because I'm back in Florida, blue and gold is my colors, honey, because I went to the West. Blue and gold, baby. We're making a blue and gold senior graduation sweatshirt. The sweatshirt is a white sweatshirt. These colors go together so good, baby. Yes, because over here, you know, I'm a class of 2017. Yes, listen, blue and gold is my colors. I'm actually happy to be back in Florida to do a graduation sweatshirt. Blue and gold, baby. These are like the colors, okay? But we have a blue and gold glitter vinyl that we'll be using. I'll be using the Siser Juliet to cut both of these. And we're gonna press it on this all white sweatshirt. And we're gonna bring this sweatshirt to life. Yes, you guys. So this sweatshirt is gonna be used in a graduation senior picture, like a little photo shoot before you go, you know, graduate. So I think this is just gonna be so cute and adorable. Listen. It's time to slay. It's time to bring them colors to life. Because one thing about it, baby, glitter vinyl, nothing gives anything like glitter vinyl. Because glitter vinyls be popping, okay? That glitter be real life glitter in your face, honey. You get what I'm saying? Like it's pop, 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 pop in your face. We're going to be doing a sweatshirt. And babies, it's time to get to work. All right. So with that being said, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell so you don't miss any videos. And let's go ahead and bring this white sweatshirt to life. All right, you guys, it is actually time to design. This is actually one of the favorite things about my business. I get to make designs for a living. I get to take the ideas that's literally in my mind and bring it to life through colors, through shapes, through lines, and it's kind of something cool. My customer sent me over her design, so y'all already know what I'm about to use. I'm going to use Silhouette Business Edition. Silhouette Business Edition, when I tell you guys, this is on that level of a graphic design software that's literally $50, a one-time fee, and you can actually make designs in-house from PNG files, JPEGs, even transparent designs on top of that SVG files. Silhouette Business Edition is more than a vinyl cutter, you guys. I'm telling y'all, if you're looking to actually start your business in graphic designs or even just make SVG files to sell, check out Silhouette Business Edition. And I know you're looking like, AJ, why are you not using Siser Juliet software? Honeys, that software cannot do what Silhouette Business Edition can do. Did you hear what I said? And I'm not paying a monthly fee for something that's $50, a one-time fee, and it's going to give me everything I need to do. Like, I'm going to actually walk you guys through the steps, and I'm going to show you how I design this design. So let's go ahead and open Silhouette Business Edition. So my customer did send me over her design, so I'm going to show you guys it. I'm going to actually import it into here. Now, the design is a screenshot of another person's work. I'm going to try my best to not copy this design exactly. I don't want to do that. Like I told her, I'm going to do the design, but I'm going to also put my flair onto that. That's why you come to me. You didn't go to them. You came to me because you wanted me to do it. I'm going to add my flair to it. I'm not going to give you exactly what you sent because I'm not going to copy somebody else's work. I'm going to design it. That's why I'm not buying an SVG file. I'm not going on Etsy's and getting it or making somebody else give me their design. No, I'm going to design this my way from my point of view with my flair. That's the best part about it. I get to give you my idea and I get to give you a twist on your idea of what you want. Like, that's so cool to me. Like, why not? So we're going to go ahead and go to the design part. The first thing I'm going to do is actually go to files and import the design that my customer sent me. She sent me over her design that she wanted. It's a screenshot. This is literally the screenshot right here that she took. She said this is the design that she wants. She just want the sweatshirt. So these are two colors. We have the blue and we have the gold HTV vinyl. Now, these are the colors that we're using. Now, this person did 2 and 6 on one side. So I'm thinking about doing 20 on one side and 26 on one side just to change it up. I want to make sure this is not a copy of a copy. You get what I'm saying? I want to give you something different. I'm going to give you something a little bit different than the next person. That's my goal at the end of the day. I don't want to be a copy of a copy because you could just go to that person. You get what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get started. Now, we're doing a graduation design. I feel like whenever you're doing a design, you want to match the design to what you're doing. So, for example, because we're doing graduation, I feel like you need to use a college font. Literally something that represents school, a school font, not no cursive senior. Baby, no, we want something that's going to represent the design. It's so important. A lot of people don't ever think about that. But babies, it's important to make sure your fonts match the design. I'm not going to put cursive on here and say senior and it's going to give you the same effect. No, it's not. We're going to go ahead and go in with a college font. And when I say college, baby, it's called college, okay? They have different ones. You have the varsity font, but we're going to go ahead and use college. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my fonts, type in senior. And what I'm going to do is make sure I size the design up already to the size that I need it to be, just because we're going to have to actually cut this in half right in the middle and also put 2026 in the eye. So because of that, I want to make sure that this is the size I need, because when I duplicate this and I start slicing and dicing, it ain't no going back. So one thing I'm going to always tell you guys, whenever you're doing something, make sure you size it to the right size, because once you size it and you cut it and you need to resize it, it may be off. And if you do that, make sure you group it together. You get what I'm saying? I'm dropping them gems on you. I'm giving you the tea. Everybody don't do that. I'm letting y'all know how to do it. I'm showing you how we design this from scratch in-house. We're doing it together. I play too much. Let's go ahead and go, you guys. So because we're doing adult large, I'm thinking like at least 11.5, because when you add the cap on the side, because as you see it's tilted, that's going to make that 12 inch. So 11.5, and then that cap tilts over, that would be the extra 0.5 inches I need in the whole design. Wide would be about 12 inches. Now for the height, this is a chest design. This is not a design that go all the way down your shirt. This don't go bop, bop. No, this is a middle chest. That's important because the customer don't want it going down the shirt. You're stretching it too big. We're going to go ahead and do like what? So 12 in total when you add the cap. I would say 5. This is a large. So let's roughly say 5.5 or 6 for the height. I just told you guys the sizes. And I'm doing it in my head. I'm just thinking in general, like how I would wear my shirt. I don't want the senior to be half down here. No, I don't need it that large. This is a chest piece design. You get what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and size this up. You can actually go to the corner piece right down here, size it up. The measurements are at the bottom for how wide it is. Let me actually change the font. So let me highlight the whole thing. I'm going to go to the top to actually change the font. And I'm going to do college. Now, there's a little bit thicker. I believe I have college bold already on here, do I? Let me see. Condense. I like this. Let me actually put the colors in so you can actually see what I see, because I know some of y'all look like, well, I can't see nothing. Let's put some colors up in here, because I got to make sure at the end of the day we can write 2026 inside. Let's at the same time zoom in, because I know that thing got a little distance to it. So I'm going to size this down so we can see everything, y'all. Now, this font is giving me like high school. It's giving me that college effect. It makes me feel like this is, school. Not like using cursive and you looking like, okay, that don't go with the concept of the whole design. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is giving that school effect. That's why I want to make sure I use something bold and it has some sharp edges like this one has. So we're going to make sure this is the size 11.5, 5.3 by 4. Go ahead and size it up. I'm thinking about if I want to do 2 layers. I'm thinking like how we can make this different. I'm thinking about doing senior and the top of senior gold. And I don't know why, but I feel like why not do a layer on top of a layer? They add a different flair to it. You know what I'm saying? Like if we gonna layer, why not layer? Like, why not do that thing? Like, why not? I think I might do that. I feel like it's different. She did give me free creative control when it comes down to it. She just wanted something very similar to it. So I'm thinking about doing an offset on both the top and bottom to make it pop more and actually be different and actually stand out. We want something different. We want something you don't see done before. I haven't seen that done, so I think this might be a very cool effect to do. What y'all think? Y'all got clothes. Y'all need to back it up. Y'all got too close. Y'all up in my nose. But no, for real. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do senior. I think I'm going to keep that font. I remember having a bold font that I had. I guess I don't see it. What impact look like? See, this don't have them edges that I want. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. Don't add nothing else. Don't change nothing else. I'm gonna also duplicate this. I'm actually gonna duplicate this 2 times because I want that extra backup to be the backup if everything go wrong. You get what I'm saying? If I slice and dice and that was all the way wrong, I want to make sure we at least have a backup behind that and I don't have to redo this again. Now, that's important if you literally done made something and then it's not even there. So we have the senior. I need to also get the graduation cap. I'm going to do the simple things now. So as you see, I literally just typed in graduation cap, SVG file. I'm not buying it. It's a free. Yeah, you could go here. You can download it, but I'm going to show you guys a trick that you can do. We're going to copy the image. And I'm showing y'all something like y'all just took a class. I'm going to show y'all. And don't tell nobody. I'm showing y'all something that is so essential to having Silhouette Business Edition. I'm going to show you why it's actually worth it. We're going to go ahead and paste the image that we took. I'm going to make it big and I'm going to actually bring it over so you guys can see. And I'm going to go to my trace tool. It's a little butterfly. I know you see the butterfly. You see it? And I'm going to press select trace area. Now, let me go up. Not up, zoom out. We'll use the first cap. So we're going to use the first cap. I wanted to see which one was similar to what she had. Because did hers separate? No, hers didn't separate. So I'm going to use the first one. Select trace area. And I'm going to highlight this part right here. You see that? Threshold, I'm going to increase it just a little bit to make sure I got every inch of that. And it's nice and smooth because you can see right here it's not smooth at the bottom. That went too far. That went out the box. And I'm going to press trace. Did you see what I just did? I know you look like AJ. What is that? Now, you can use this, for example, if you see a file or something on the internet that you want to use. And you're probably looking like, I don't want to pay $13 for this small piece that I need. You can do this. Because guess what? We just made it. And even though it's free, and if I had to pay for it, I wouldn't pay for it. I just made it myself. And I'm going to actually literally color it in. I'm going to do orange so you guys can see. I just showed you guys how to trace a design off the internet and basically make it yours and turn it into an SVG file. So if you didn't want to pay for this, or it was on the internet, nobody's selling it, but yet you need that little part because nobody has it, you can do that. I just showed you guys a big tip. Big. When I tell you guys I be dropping them gems, y'all just got to listen because, honeys, we just made our own design without actually buying a design, buying something from somebody, literally took it off the internet, straight off the internet, and we just traced it. And literally, we made an SVG file out of that. Like, if I want to actually just sell that piece, I can sell that piece if I wanted to. Even though, yes, it is free, I didn't want to go through all that process. I could copy, paste, and say something with my whole entire laptop. You know what I'm saying? I be dropping them gems on y'all. Listen, I'm helping you. I'm teaching y'all how to use Silhouette Business Edition to actually elevate your business and use it in everyday life because I use Silhouette Business Edition for everything. All right, so we have the cap. Now the cap I'm going to actually just leave to the side because we needed that and now we have it. That is actually the only thing that we really needed to get or download. We just made it ourselves. So we have to focus on actually doing the senior part. So let's go ahead and move this to the... Actually, I'm not going to move this to the side. Let me size it down because I'm going to zoom in so we can see everything together what I want to add. Like y'all in here with me. Like, y'all are right behind my shoulders, okay? We're going to go ahead and press the zoom in button at the top. And I'm going to bring one senior to the side because remember, that's that extra piece that we need to save just in case anything go wrong. Control Z, go back it up. Back it up. All right, we have both our designs. I'm going to actually change this to blue so that way I can know the difference. And I'm just going to actually lay it on top of each other. So I'm going to the alignment tool and make sure everything is right on top of each other. Everything is nice and even. The idea that I want to do is add an offset around the top senior part of senior and also the bottom part of senior. So that's like the main important part. And I can't do that into afterwards. But at the same time, with this type of design, you can't do anything until 2026 is cut out. I don't think I cut out 2026 until after it's sliced. So that way it's already separate. Because if I do it now and then I slice it, I may end up slicing 2026. So I'm going to do 2026 after we slice top and bottom senior. That makes sense. Like, this is how you got to think about it. You have to think about the order to do everything in, the layer, which one needs to go first. It's very important when you're making a design like this. So everything is lined up. Everything is 11.5. We got 5.2. Perfect, because when you add the cap, that's going to add that other inch and make that almost like 6 and almost 12. So we're going to leave that alone. This is the part where it is important. So I'm going to actually go to my layers tool. You can see right in this corner, this is your layers. Now you see all my layers. I can close everything. So this is a text. This is a text. I want to add a layer because I want to separate this text. Okay, I want to separate them too so that way when I like select it to slice it, I have it. Now what I like to do is actually get my rectangle and go across. So I want to make sure it's even them. I may have to snap it to the grid. So I'm going to go to page setup, snap to grid, show grid, because I want to make sure that this is in the center of everything. See, now you can see where it's snapping at, that blue, the blue line is snapping right there. So basically it's making sure it's nice and even. This can come down some more because don't need that. I'm going to highlight it. Let's see if that kind of help it. Oh, that was the wrong thing. And make sure everything is even. So what I'm going to do is bring that up. Align to the, align to the whole top of the mat. Control Z. So what we need to do is, so it is snapping to the grid. I want to make sure that this is even and it's not like off. Because this cut in the middle of the E. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I don't like the font though. I don't like this font. So I'm going to thefont.com. I'm going to look for the varsity font. I don't like the font. I don't think it's like that bold as what I'm trying to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's that like sharp. So thefont.com is amazing software or app, depending on like how you have it. But it is a software. It is a website. It is amazing because they have so many fonts on there that you can actually use. You can download it, import it into your laptop, iPad, Windows, Samsung, whatever. And you can actually use these fonts for literally daily things on top of making graphic designs. And I think that's the best part about it. And also, it's actually free. Just in case you guys didn't know, you look at like, where do you get your fonts from? The Fonts. And when you tell people that, they look at you crazy. The Fonts is what it's called, thefont.com. And you can get all your fonts for free, download it, unzip it, and then you install it into your laptop, and then you reopen up your software. So we're going to actually do that together so you guys can see exactly how you install the fonts on your laptop so that way you can use them. All right. So the font that I'm actually looking for is called the Varsity font. Usually I can actually go on here and find it. Now I did reset my whole entire laptop, so my fonts is kind of gone. And I'm just reinstalling a good amount of fonts. I'm just going to actually type in the VAR. Well, actually, y'all, I typed that into the example. I didn't type it into like the font search. Listen, I play too much. Here we go. This font right here. When I say this one is a bag, oh, This font gives tea, honeys. Like, this right here is actually one of my favorite fonts to use. And if I'm not using this, I'm using the college font. I even use it for embroidery designs too. That's the best part about it. It's so versatile that you can use it for a couple things. We're going to go ahead and download it. Now, once it downloads, it goes to your files, your folders, whatever you got it named as. We're going to go ahead and open it up. I'm going to actually extract all. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm going to at the same time save the design I already did in Silhouette. I'm just going to type in Senior, whatever. I'm going to save it as a Silhouette design because you cannot install a font if your Silhouette is still open. That actually ties into Photoshop, Affinity Designer, even Siser Juliet, Cricut too. You do have to install it, close out whatever software that you're using, close it out, and then reopen it. And once you do, you will see your fonts. Now, if you install the fonts and you look like I don't see it, it's because you need to close out the software to actually see it because it didn't install. If the software is still open, you're still using it, the font did not install. So I'm going to save this so that way when I come back, I can just use it. Now I'm going to continue to install my font. Now, as you see, there's only one thing in here. I'm going to press install right at the top. And that's it. Exit out. Exit out. We are done. It is unzipped. It's unlocked. Exit out. And then I'm going to go ahead and reopen Silhouette Studio so that way we can go ahead and change the fonts because now it's actually installed in there. You guys didn't see it before. So now we're going to go back to design. And what I'm going to do is do file, open, recent, and then boom, there you go. It's literally going to show you exactly what you saved and where you left off at if you saved it. If you did not save your file, you're starting back over. That sucks. Just saying. Just save it. Like, save as you go. Now, what we're going to do is highlight both, and what I'm going to do is actually change the font. Usually when you save a new font, it's kind of already at the top, but if not, then just go down and search for the name, Varsity. And here we go. Now, I don't want to use that one. I want the regular Varsity. Most likely, if I type in S, let's see. Because that means I may have missed it. But sometimes when you have it capitalized, then you don't get the right font. So, okay. So this is all capital words. I'm going to have to make them lowercase so that way I can get the regular. See? So I may just have to retype everything up. And I'm just going to delete that. And go here and retype everything back up and take off the capital all caps and just retype back in with the font. Boom. But if you do caps and then you do like a senior, then you will mess it up. But let's go back and let me also change the font. Make sure Varsity. Boom. So this is all lowercase. If you were to sit here and do capital letters, then you're going to have the offset around it. Now you can, because then that offset could be, I don't want that. Let me stop. See, I get distracted so fast. So what we're going to do is delete this S right here. We're going to size this back to the size that we need because it's 12. And we want like 11.5. Now I can ungroup everything to make this easier to actually type in the size that I want. Because it's so much space up here, you're not getting the accurate size. And I know why. So I'm just going to do that and group it back together. So that way we can have the actual size. And we can literally go to the top and unlock it. 11.5 by 5. Boom. And you can see exactly what you need to see. Now you have the accurate size. But I'm going to leave the 5 because I feel like that 5 may be too big. We're going to go ahead and duplicate it. And I'm going to change the color to blue. Duplicate it again. So we can have the extra one to the side because we just sat there and erased everything as you saw when I had to change the font. Literally erased everything. Make sure this is all together. It's all one. It's all aligned. We're going to go ahead and zoom back in. So that way we can now slice it and dice it, baby. Slice it and dice it, baby. We gonna slice and dice and eat it up like that. I play too much. Alright, so it's actually kind of even to what I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this rectangle. Bring it down. make sure it lines up. You could tell because you see the blue on the corner is letting me know everything did line up. So the first thing I'm going to do is go back to layers, make sure that I do have my font separated. So this is the group. Bring that up here. Bring this down. So this is the bottom, and then that is the bottom. So let me close this. I hate when they always group together. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight. Actually, I'm going to click the first rectangle, hold shift, and then click the blue. And we're going to go ahead to the box that also has the circle, modify. Sometimes you got to play around with this because what we want to do is we want to release it. Did that release? I don't know yet. Let me see here. Okay, no. Let's go back. That wasn't what I want. So it released, but we didn't want that release. I need to also make sure I'm only clicking the first box. And make, what to make the, oh no, I don't want that. Divide. Okay, and if I click this one in this box, we're gonna divide. If I'm not mistaken, you guys, we should have separated. Oh man, look at that corner down there. Missed it. I missed the corner. How did I miss that? Okay. Is everything still good? Okay, let's try that again because I missed that black corner, so that kind of messed everything up. Divide. Okay. All right, I don't need this. I don't need this. But the issue is, okay, what we're going to do, exit this out. I'm going to move that to the side. I want to highlight all the blue so that way I know that the blue is one. Highlight all the black. And group. I'm going to use the arrow so I can make sure everything is okay. Now, oh man, it has a line in between. I did not want that line. Oh, perfect. I can just click it and it's going to delete. Now, this one won't because, is it deleted? No, I just want that line. That line has to go. Let's see if I can zoom in because this line is actually nowhere a part of it. That line is going to cut. Red usually is telling you the line is going to cut, and that's part of, perfect. That was part of the top one. Boom, we just sliced and nice. Y'all just did it with me. So what we did was put a rectangle on the top part of the senior, put a rectangle on the bottom part of the senior. Then we went to the modify button, and what we did was select just the top part of senior because we did two colors, black and blue, so that way we could know which one we were selecting. And I selected blue, and what I did was click the first rectangle at the top, and when I highlighted it, we divided and it cut the other half out, and then we redid this for the other side. And now we have the black at the top. I don't know which color I'm going to use yet. We'll see. I don't know what color I'm going to use, but everything is now completely separated. I feel like I see extra lines. Just want to make sure we're going to group everything back together because these red lines is telling you what's going to cut. That's very important. So when I'm looking at it, I'm making sure the red lines, there was no extra red lines because that means when it's time to cut and I save it as SVG file. Now when I send it to Siser, it's going to read the red line and it's going to cut it. And I don't want it to cut. I don't want that to happen. So now we're going to go ahead and group the blue all together. All right, so we have everything separated. Move the arrow down. Perfect. Now we have to do the 2026. Now, I believe she also did, oh, she just kind of did whatever font that she wanted. What I want to do is actually duplicate this because I don't want to have to come back and mess this up. And at the same time, I can actually reuse this for future. Like, I can use this for future projects just in case somebody just wants senior and they want to separate. They don't want 2026 in between. So we can use that again. What we're going to do is go to fonts and we're going to type in 2026, but this actually is going to be going down. So I'm just going to press enter to bring everything down, make sure everything is good. I'm going to change the color of this orange so that way I can see. I don't know what font I want to use for this. I want something that's cute. I feel like this may be cute because it's like a little goofy with it. Like, you know, we just graduated. We're going to bring it to the front. So if you go at the top, you see the square on top of other squares. We're going to bring it to the front. And I'm going to bring it up. Oh, that actually fit perfect. I feel like I may have to bring this out some to actually read 2026, but I don't want to touch that 12 mark. Oh man, it is adult large. I'm gonna have to make sure that the cap don't go too far in, and then bring 2026. Now it's sticking to the mat, so I'm about to move over with the arrow. Okay, let's actually take that off because now I don't need it. Go to page setup and cut. Well, I need the grid. Cut off snap grid because, honey, y'all messing me up. There we go. I want this to move where I want it to move. All right. We already actually know because we just sized it up. So because we sized it up, let's just throw this in the trash right here. And we're going to actually duplicate this whole entire project. Even the 2026. Because now I need to... Okay, let me make sure the blue and black is one group. I need to have 2026 cut in. Now, yeah, she has to cut in. We're going to have to have it cut. Let's see if we can bring it up some more. Let me zoom it in because... Okay. I need this to cut through the end. I mean the eye. Let's go back to the modifier because we can't weld that together. And sometimes you just got to play around. Let me try release. Okay, no. Divide again? Nah. It's too many shapes to divide. Nope. Oh no. Make. Okay. No, that literally made everything one. Nope. Subtract. There we go. So sometimes it's trial and error until you figure out which one look good. That's why Control Z. All right. We got it though. We got it though. That's all that's important. It took us a couple tries, but we did get it. Now we can highlight the blue back together, group that together, group the black back together. Now, this 2026 is open, so basically the white would be the white sweatshirt underneath. So we're going to group that back together. Now let's go ahead and get our cap. And then, I'm going to see you guys. I'm debating because sizing, I may not add anything, so we're going to see. This don't need to be that big, I feel like. Because you also don't want to lose the shape. See, now that look crazy going that far up. Okay. How about that? I could turn it back, though. Because then when I highlight this whole thing, we at 6.6. And where we bring it in? Because now we at like 13 inches. That's kind of what I was afraid of. It's at 11.9. Yeah, bring it down because now we're high and we're so big for no reason. It don't need to be that big, and that's exactly what happened. I made it too big. That's not bad. I'm gonna actually duplicate this since I done sized it all down. Okay. Next is the 2 and the 6, and for that one I want to do 20. And let me change the font so when I duplicate it, it's already there. Change this to the varsity, stick to the same font. what if we do 26 down one side instead of doing 20 on one side, the other one 26. 26 down one side. Other side, put graduation or graduate. Is it graduate? I don't know. Is it graduate? Y'all, this is me, like always behind the scenes. This is literally me. I'm gonna do 2026. She's getting something similar, but we're spicing it up to something a little bit different. And that's what we do, okay? We're gonna change the color so that way you can see the color. And I'm gonna go to the top because it should have it up here perfect. Yeah, I didn't want them numbers. These need to all be even. This is not even. Okay, let me go back and do it. Okay, I'm just gonna ungroup that because I don't need those lines. This is like so uneven. Is it me? Why is the 0 off? That's so off. Yeah, the 0. Okay, if I go like this, I'm gonna just line everything up because that looks so bad. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, let me just make sure it's not like extra space. Because I feel like basically, alright, no it's not. I'm gonna have to ungroup that because all of that looks crazy. And we're gonna line it up. Perfect, that looks so much better. Now I'm thinking about 3 wide. 2026. Because 11 is a long way to go. Because then this cost will come up. I feel like these are so far apart. They don't need to be that far apart. Bring that down. But also I don't want the number to be so wide that you can't see either. Okay. Bring that up. Because now I feel like you can't even see because how wide it is. But then it is going on the sleeve. So it may be different. Okay. Not bad, not bad. It's too wide. Too wide. It's too small for a sleeve. Okay, let's zoom out. But then honestly, a sleeve is almost like 20 inches long. We're just going to do like 15. Okay, I'm going to bring that up. I'm going to bring this down some. 6 could come up some too. And also, I'm going to actually make a compound path because I actually release the compound. I don't need these extra lines. Like, where are they? Man, that messed me up because it was Control Z. I don't need the extra lines that's here. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to know which one they are though. Just release it. I feel like these are the extra lines. What's that? No, I deleted the middle part. And the extra line is what I don't need. Hold on. Let's just go back because now it doesn't. So you need the circle. Okay. We weld it. Okay, let's ungroup. I'm about to say, y'all, how in the world I ungroup it and everything gone? That means that piece is the piece we need. It's this piece we don't need. Oh man, that's not, no, I don't want the extra little lines around it. I just don't get why I have to. I don't want those. I don't want these lines. I may end up changing my font. I don't want the lines because I'm going to put an offset. So with the line, now it looks crazy. Or do I weld that together? Ungroup, release, and weld this together, and then make compound. It's the point that inside is what's supposed to be the colors, right? Okay, I had something not right. I think it's like, what is going on? Okay, no. Because, what is this? I'm like, no, for this 0, I just don't get why that's not working. It's the middle part right there. Why I can't see that part? Okay, there we go. So that piece is not needed. Why? Okay. Weld it. I'm gonna take this one out. Oh, I think that's it. For the 2, can we just duplicate it? I don't like it. Matter of fact, I'm changing the font. I don't like it no more. Like, why did that struggle so hard to do? I'm gonna change that to college because I don't like that, and I'm not gonna sit there all day trying to figure out why it's not looking the way I wanted to look. But then I don't like that these don't match as they should either. Yeah, I just don't get why. Yeah, this is literally behind the scenes. Like, why is the red line there? That's what I don't get. Why? Who asked for it? No one wants it. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. Alright, so I'm just going to actually leave this font because what we're going to do, I'm going to add an offset. I don't like the way that font is, and I feel like if I get rid of the lines, it may not look good. So we're going to go ahead and go to the fonts. On this side, I'm going to actually bring in the line so that way everything is good. And we're going to make it wider because I'm going to add an offset around it. 3 because it's going on the sleeve, so roughly 3. So when you add the offset, it's going to increase. So let's say 3.4. Bring that in some more. 3.4, 3.4, 0.5, 10.179 for the height. And we're going to go ahead and add a offset. That's the triangle, not the triangle, but the star with the lines around it, the offset. And we're going to do an offset. Now, I don't want the offset to actually connect. So let me Control Z, go back, Control Z, go back to the font. And let's actually put the space back in because it needs the space and the lines to actually do the offset. I just looked at it. If not, then it's going to look crazy. So let's go back to offset. There we go. Not a crazy offset. I'm going to apply it. We don't need nothing too crazy. I'm actually going to bring this down because the two look kind of funny to me. It just look swished. I don't want anything to look like it's swished in. That's what I don't want. So I'm going to just highlight the 2026, bring it in. And I want to bring in because I don't want it to be that tall, but I just know 3 for just 3 inches because we want it right in the middle of that arm. So I don't want 2 to be like right there. So I'm trying to stick with the 3. But when you're going down the sleeve, to be honest, it's roughly like 22 inches going down from the arm. Not the arm, the shoulder to the wrist. Roughly around 22 inches, 21 inches. So 12 inches for height is not bad at all to me. So I can increase it a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to stick to like 13, 14. I'm looking at the twos. The twos is what I'm looking at. All right, so we have that. All right, so we have the 2026. Move this to the side. This is going to be on the sleeve. I just didn't highlight everything. I put to highlight everything. We can put that on the sleeve. And I think the other side I put class. Oh, we're going to put grad. We're going to do grad on the other side. I'm going to actually duplicate this. Because we're going to do, okay, we can't duplicate that. We're going to do grad going down. We're trying to figure out like what to do. So we're going to do grad going down on the other side. I think that'll help. Just add something different and change it up a little bit. So that way it's not exactly what she sent me. It's my flair to it. What I would like to wear, something that I want. And remind you, we're just doing just a sweatshirt only. She didn't ask for pants, but if she needs the pants, baby, we can do the pants. It's okay. Because we're already going to have the design, to be honest. So when it comes down to it, we're just only going to be duplicating everything. Change the size, and we will be good to go. Okay, let me bring this up. I'm going to actually ungroup this because it looks so uneven. And I'm going to make sure I highlight grad and go to the top for the alignment tool just because it looks uneven. It looks crazy. I'm also going to bring down the G. And I'm going to bring up the D because that looks like it's too much space. It just looks crazy. And just make sure everything looks good before we like size it up a little bit. Because everything like got a little bit of a distance. Not bad because I'm going to size it up. Let's put this color. Gold, blue, blue. Okay, black could be gold. Black could be gold. Black, gold, blue, blue, gold. Let's do this one black so it can be gold with a blue offset. Add an offset around it. Everything is highlighted so that way when I add the offset, it's all together. I'm going to cancel that because I can see that offset look weird. Let's size it up first so that way we can get the accurate offset and everything looks good and not crazy looking. You know what I'm saying? Because that middle part of the R looked crazy. Bring up the D some too. And I'm going to highlight grad and add an offset again. That looks better. We're going to go ahead and apply because I like the way it looks. I still have everything highlighted. And oopsie. Everything was not highlighted. It was just red. And I'm just going to size this up. And now it is good to go. So what I'm going to do is click all of the black. So the black can be one layer. Group. Move this to the side. This will be blue. And then we can lay it back on top. Align perfect. This blue is already there. This will be black. So the black is going to be the gold. And then the blue is going to be the blue. So I'm just make sure I know by doing the colors this way. So I can look at it and know. So I'm thinking about 2026 on one side of the sleeve and grad to be on the other side. We're just going to be mixing up the colors. Changing it up. Giving them something different. Something unique. Something that's similar to what you want. But yet it got a little bit of a spin to it, baby. Spin to it, baby. We spent about a good hour and a half designing. Listen, I could have brought it. I could have went to Etsy's, but that's just not me. I'm sorry to tell you. Now, for the cap, I actually want to throw in a different color. I feel like just to spice it up. I don't want to do like the blue to be the cap. The West has two colors, but I'm thinking like, what if the cap is a black glitter? Black glitter, because caps aren't normally black, so I feel like that would set it off and pop off more with the black glitter. So I'm just going to turn that to black. So now we have the whole design done. The design is done. Now it's time to cut. All I'm going to do is save this as an SVG file and upload it to Siser Juliet. And we can get to cutting. You guys just went through the whole process of designing this senior design with me behind the scenes. I hope you guys just learned something new on how to design your own SVG files from home. And when it comes down to saving it, all you do is press File, Save As, Save to Hard Drive. And you would name it, but you would save it as an SVG file. You can only do that if you have the Silhouette Business Edition. That's why I said Silhouette Business Edition is a great graphic design software for more than just a vinyl cutters. It's literally a graphic design software. You guys, it's not just for vinyl cutters. It's so much more. Now, let's go ahead and start cutting and get this sweatshirt done. It's roughly around 3 o'clock. I can make it to UPS today. Clutch if I can, okay? Because they close at 8. Even though it may not go out today, it's going to be out my hands today. Let's go ahead and get started because we're running behind. All right, you guys, now it's time to cut out the vinyl. We're going to start with the royal blue. I did get this vinyl from Amazon. Now, we already uploaded the SVG file to Siser Juliet, and I did the measurements. I didn't change any size. But for the blue, it's going to be 12 inches, 13 inches for the height. I'm cutting all blue out at one time, and we're going to do roughly, I'm going to always add about an inch or two. I like to add inches just so that way, just in case I missed, it is some like inches left over. So if it needs to, it can cut those. This is going to be the blue part right here. Now I'm also going to go ahead and cut out the gold so that way I have that set to go too. I just want to make sure I know everything that I need for everything and making sure everything is lined up the right way. So we're going to go ahead and cut out the gold. I want to make sure we know the measurements for that. That would be 16 by 10. Woo. I'm piling everything up in one so that way everything can go together. This gold is so pretty. It's like an old gold. I love like the old gold. So it's going to be 10 by 16. This cutting mat I got off at, I got this from Walmart actually. This is a 36 by 36 or 32, I believe. So that way I could cut fabric. So we're going to do 16 inches. So I'm going to add a couple inches and cut 17 inches for the height. Now this is a 12-inch wide vinyl versus the blue one is about 10 inches if you can see the difference. So one is longer than the other one. So when it comes down to designing, I make sure I keep all my designs. If it's 10 inches, make sure it stays in that 10-inch mark. Now I'm going to go ahead and get me a cutting mat for my blue vinyl so I can go ahead and put that on. All right, we got our cutting mat. We're going to go ahead and take the film off. Yes, I got cutting mats on the wall, y'all. And yes, I'm going to keep using the mat where I got to put some tape on it because that's just me. Siser Juliet starts at the bottom. I always forget that, but Siser Juliet does start at the bottom. So we're going to make sure we go ahead and get that blue painter's tape. When I say I got rolls on top of rolls, me and blue painter's tape go together so bad. Like, I got rolls of this thing, okay? Rolls. Alrighty, like, I'm buying them in a pack. Sometimes they're not even the best ones. They're the off-brand ones just because I use it literally just for this. And I also use it whenever I do embroidery to make sure I line up my shirts and everything. Just because my mats are old and I'm not going to keep buying mats. Yes, you guys told me to scrub and clean it. Honey, I forget. I don't remember, and sometimes I forget to clean them. So this is what you get. Let's go ahead and put it in the machine so it can start cutting. All right, it's time to cut. Let's go ahead and power up this Siser Juliet. This is a 12-inch wide cutting machine. This is a vinyl cutting machine. This has a built-in camera inside where the blade is at, so that way you can always get precise cuts. This machine is roughly around $500. Usually you could catch it on sale to like I believe it's like $450. After taxes, roughly $500. Let's go ahead and start cutting. All right, you guys. So my vinyl cutter has moved over here because I did get a new printer. We're going to go ahead and load up our mat with all our tape that we got. Yes, honeys, we taped that thing out. I'm going to go ahead and lift the handles up in the back so that way I can just slide it straight through. And when I say this machine is fast with precise cuts, baby, this machine a beast. It was something I had to get just because I kept seeing it all over social media. Everybody was talking about the camera. The camera feature on here is actually a plus. I feel like it brings everything to life when it comes down to like if it missed a cut, I can literally cut the camera on and place it where it needs to be. I haven't used a Cricut machine in a bit of a minute. Even though Cricut is what I started off with, I did start off with a Cricut Explorer Air 2 black version, you guys. I ain't gonna lie. I love Cricut, but Cricut do need to upgrade when it comes down to changing your blade depth. So right now I can actually change the blade depth directly on the machine. I'm going to go ahead and bring it down. And I'm just going to do roughly 70, I believe, because I just did permanent vinyl the other day and I needed a deeper cut. So I'm going to just bring this down to, I'll say 60. I do 65 with a speed of 11. Honestly, let's do a speed of 9. We're not in a rush. And I'm just going to go ahead and send my design to my machine. This is Bluetooth. You can also use a USB, but we're going to go ahead and send it to the cutting machine. Make sure you mirror your design because it is vinyl. Do y'all see how fast this thing goes? Listen, this thing is moving so fast, and I have it at a speed of 9, and it's actually almost done. Literally about 3 minutes, 2 minutes. All right, you guys, it is done. Let's go ahead and bring it out. I'm just gonna bring the arrow. You can look at it, and you already know that this thing cut. There's like no questions. I can literally look at it, and I can tell you that it cut. You see that? Clean cut in like 2 minutes. You can't beat that. All right, now it's time to go ahead and do the gold. I'm gonna go ahead and lift it up in the back so that way I can actually slide the mat underneath. It's just so much easier to do it this way, and it's kind of a little bit faster. I usually would slide it underneath, and what I do is line it up to this line right here. It also has the arrow here to make sure your mat is in the right position. So I like to do it this way. It's faster to me, and also I can make sure the mat is in the right place. Everything is good because sometimes this mat will go off to the side when I do it. Like I just zoom and it go off. So I can actually look and see, make sure it's lined up, make sure we're not too far down. I can bring it up some more. We can knock the speed up to 10. We can also knock the force up to probably 66 or even 67. Now that everything is good to go, I'm going to go ahead and send the design to the machine for my laptop. And we're doing a gold piece after this. All I have to do is the graduation cap, and I'm doing black glitter for that. Make sure your design is mirrored. It's very important. Look how fast the thing is going. Like this thing is zooming. Bow, 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 bow. Like this thing is going. It's kind of crazy how fast it goes. Now I'm actually looking on my wall because I'm not gonna lie. I have this black and silver that I think may end up working out to be good when it comes down to a graduation cap. But I'm also telling myself, keep it plain and simple and just do black glitter and call it a day. Don't overdo it and mess up the whole entire design, because that can happen too. That little change or something may mess everything up because I don't have anything silver that's going on. Why add a whole different color in? That thing is so fast. It's just crazy how fast this thing is. So when it comes down to the graduation cap, I'm just going to go ahead and cut that. And we're going to just get the heat press hot and ready. Listen, you could see the cuts. Like, You can't say that's not cut. One cut, one go, super fast, baby. Let's go ahead and start pressing. All right, you guys. I already weeded the blue. So this is the royal blue. This is both the bottom part of senior. This is how it looks. And then we have grad. Then we have 2026. So this is already done. We have to do the gold and also do the black glitter. Here we go. This is the gold. I'm going to go ahead and get my little weeding picker, pen, or whatever you want to call this. Now this one, I think I got this one when I got my silhouette. This came in like the box. So this is my weeding. I actually like the one that looked like a pen, but I broke it. It was a rhinestone one. That was the best one I ever had. But this one so far is like that second one I used. I like the kind of feel of it. It feels like a pencil almost, so I can hold it the right way. I'm just going to actually start in that corner, and we're just going to do a nice peel. I did a blade depth of, I think I increased it to probably 68 or 69. So this one should be a clean, easy peel, just like that. Look at that. Actually take it off the mat because I want y'all to see this, because this thing is a clean cut. Like this thing is clean cut. Look at that. That looks so pretty. Now you ask, why do you mirror your vinyl? It's because when you mirror it, you cut it on the back. So when you flip it around, it will be the right way. That's why you always want to mirror your vinyl whenever you're doing HTV. Not permanent vinyl. Whenever you're doing HTV vinyl, you want to make sure you mirror your vinyl. That's just like with sublimation. You make sure you mirror your design because you're going to flip it over when you press it. Oh, besides this thing being sticky, this thing, look at that. This glitter, nothing, I don't care, DTF print, whatever. Vinyl will always be in my life because you can't get this type of glitter from a DTF print. I did a red glitter DTF print in Honey's. Let's just say it didn't give. I should have cut this piece off because I could have saved that glitter. So I could have saved that. I'm not going to lie. I could have saved that. I just wasted it. But I ain't going to lie either, y'all. I still got boxes of extra vinyl sitting around. My husband keeps talking about you have to throw something away. You can't just be sitting on it. And it's like, I don't want to. I can use it eventually. But then he was like, well, when it's time to use it, you forget you get it. Like you have it in the corner. I'm like, yeah. So I'm trying to get better. I want to save it, but listen, if you starting out, save it, honey. Save every inch of it. I done built it over years that my box is overflowing with extra pieces of vinyl, strap vinyl that I keep talking about I'm going to use for a project. Listen, in the beginning, I was using it because in the beginning, you starting out, you don't want to spend so much money buying vinyl over and over. Definitely when you're trying to perfect your craft. I use every inch of it. Whenever I need it, I reuse vinyl. I literally go in my box and get the vinyl out and reuse it again. To this day, I still got that box. I literally still got projects I did in the beginning when I first started. I still got them projects here. Like, I look back at it because, like, baby, that's what I started with. Vinyl gonna always be in my life. Like, I don't care what nobody say. DTF ain't giving you this type of vinyl. Like, this type of glitter. DTF can't do that. DTF cannot give you this. I don't care if you could print the glitter. It's still not the same glitter, baby. You see that? DTF can't do that. Don't let these people out of y'all. Here go the black. Let's go ahead and cut that black out. Now for the black, I did do a no mat. So I just put it in the machine and it was able to just cut it. I did put the pressure down though because it didn't have a mat underneath. I didn't want it to cut straight through. This piece I'm going to say because that black glitter be expensive sometimes. And I did get the black glitter came off of Amazon. The blue one came from Amazon. This gold one, I usually get my gold glitter from HTV Run on Amazon. Just because I like it. It's like an old glitter. Look at that was so clean. Look at that. Yeah, so the reason I use this black glitter for a reason is because I don't know if you guys can tell. This black glitter actually have like a blue glitter inside. Versus it being black, it has a blue like glitter inside. I have had this in my corner, and I think whenever I come down to using something that got blue glitter, I like to pair it in there so that way it's kind of still a part of the project. So we're going to go ahead and cut this down, and I'm going to make sure everything layers the right way. If everything layers the right way, then we can go ahead and start pressing it. And I still got time to get it out. They said pickup. They don't have pickups on Sundays, so I'm not gonna like, oh my gosh, I gotta get it out. But as long as it's out the door and it's in their hands, I'm okay. Because when it comes down to it, it's like I tell the customer, I don't have it. They have it. Now it's their job. If they're behind, it's their job. But I know for a fact, I got it out the door. It was just, you know, it was just a shipping company. Everybody rules be a little bit different. I can't, you know, I can't do nothing about it. At the end of the day, at least I got it out the door. Now, this is part of senior. So with this one, I want to make sure, baby, this is trimmed to T. You know why? Because they're like right on the edge of each other. So we want to make sure this is like trimmed as close as it can be, because we need to make sure that this lines up. And it's crazy. We could design it all day long. We can make sure it lines up on there. But when they're pressed and it's not lined up, ain't nobody fault but ours. Nobody else. Let's go ahead and get this vinyl off to the side so that way we can basically see if everything is going to line up the right way. Or did I just waste my time? Did I just waste my time? Did I just waste my time? All right, this is the moment of truth right here, y'all. I don't care about everything else. This is the moment of truth right here. Did that cut out? Look at that, I almost forgot about the numbers that's inside. Ooh. Almost forgot about it. It did have the numbers inside. Let's go ahead and clean that up. Now, when it comes down to using gold glitter, I recommend definitely having some type of light on, because that right there is probably the hardest one. Them things be blending in so fast. Okay. All right, we good to go. Y'all ready? We're gonna line it up. I'm putting it on the mat so I can see to make sure it's lined up perfectly. All right, you guys, this right here is the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and trim this down as close as we can without cutting the words. Oh my gosh, oh. This is like, please, if you cut the words, you're starting back over because it's uneven. You're gonna have to recut the blue again. So take your time. I'm just getting as close as I can, because no matter which way, when it comes down to it, I can try my best to overlap it, but it may not work. I may have to do each one separate. All right, line it up. Make sure the curves are with the curves. The ends are touching each other. Ooh. Yes. Hey, hey, yes, I did that. I just made my own split design. Actually, let me correct. We just made our own split design. We did this together. I just showed you guys how to make your own split design in Silhouette Business Edition. Trial and error, honey, and we did it. Let's go ahead. We got to press this. We have to. I'm so ready. And let's go ahead and see how this black glitter with a nice little blue shimmer inside. Oh my God, yes. That black makes it pop. So when it's on this white shirt, this white sweatshirt, baby. All right, last but not least, make sure everything good. Make sure everything good. We need to make sure we know the order of everything and make sure everything is good. So this is the offset. This will be 2026. This is going to go here. Line that up. Make sure these line up good. I'm going to keep this together because this let me know this go together. This is one side. Now let's do the grad. I tried to do like a mismatch with the color. So one side got the gold behind it and then the other side got the blue behind it, just to change it up a little bit. We took the customer design that she wanted and we just did our own remix of it. We didn't copy exactly what she sent, but at the same time, we copied the theme of it. A graduation sweatshirt that she wanted, a split design, yet we just made it our own. That's the part about when it comes down to like copying somebody's work or doing something that a customer sent over. You do not have to do exactly what they asked for. You can do your part of it too, just to change it up and show them something different. But at the same time, deliver exactly what they want. You have to, like, when you're the owner of your business, you do have to talk to your customer. Just let them know, like, I would not copy this work, like copy it completely. I'm just going to take the idea that you're going with, but I'm going to make my spin of it and give you something that's from me and not from them. That's the part of the business that sometimes can be hard, but I love the way that this came out and I cannot wait to press it. All right, you guys, we have our white Gildan large sweatshirt, 100% cotton, baby. Yes, we have her ready to go. I have my heat press set at 325 Fahrenheit for 25 seconds. This is a 15 by 15 auto heat press. So basically when it's done, it does automatically lift up. We're going to go ahead and put the sweatshirt on here, sweatshirt. And we're going to do a pre-press for 5 seconds. So we're going to lint roll all the extra materials out, and we're going to just do a pre-press to make sure we get all the moisture out of the sweatshirt, so that way the design can actually adhere to the sweatshirt. That's very important, you guys. Do not skip that step. Now this is a white sweatshirt. You need to make sure you're using some type of parchment paper, cover paper, whatever you want to use, Teflon sheet, because white does heat up a little bit faster, and because it's white, you will see the yellow mark to show you that it has heat up and it looks burnt and scorched. So when it comes down to doing white sweatshirts, you got to make sure, even white shirts, you have to make sure that you do not overpress or overheat this shirt. We got our parchment paper. I have the Great Value parchment paper, my favorite brand to use. They're literally like $1, $2, and I buy them in a pack. Like I sometimes get a 4-pack, 5-pack from Walmart. Usually you can order like the pack online. So I'm just going to go ahead and press the A button so that way you can do a press of 5 seconds. Now remember, we just doing a press of 5 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and press the A to automatically lift it up. The reason this is also called an auto heat press because you don't have to use the clamshell and lift it up and tighten it. There you go. We got a 5-second press. Make sure this thing ain't turn yellow or anything like that, because it is a white shirt and things so quick to turn yellow. Now that we have that already done and pre-pressed, all the lint is out, we're going to go ahead and take our t-shirt ruler. I got my t-shirt ruler from HTV Run. So this is the ruler I usually use just because I have adult, youth, toddler, infant, and it also has a v-neck. We are doing adult, even though this is not like adult, it's a teenager, but at the same time, teenagers basically almost adults. That's kind of why. Just saying, you guys, sizing wise. So I'm just going to lay it at the top so that way I can see where to place my design. We're going to go ahead and start off with the senior. This thing is so pretty and I cannot wait to actually put it on here on this white. It's going to pop. Like this is going to be tea, honey. Look at it. So we're just going to lay it flat, and I'm using this t-shirt alignment tool to actually see what to start from. I want to always start basically from the arm, because if you start from the center, where it's like center right in between the neck and the middle of the chest, that's a good spot. That's kind of what I look at when I first place the alignment tool down, and then underneath, that's when I start like placing it where it should line up at. Now everything is together because I want to make sure everything looks good and everything is in the right spot when I place it on. So I'm just going to bring it up. Make sure it's straight. I'm not pressing nothing down. And that's the best part about this heat press is the sling away, so I can pull it to the side and still be able to actually be on the heat press without burning myself. This heat press is available in my Amazon storefront, so I'm going to leave a link down below for you guys. So this is going to start at 3 inches. I think that is good because it is a centered design. Nothing too crazy. Make sure we look good because the cap is what really is going to start it. I could have actually sized this up and went to like 13 inches, to be honest, but I'm going to bring this down some. Make sure we still at top. Yeah, I'm going to bring it down some. All right, you guys, we are good to go. So now I'm just going to take each piece off, and I'm going to start off with the gold and press that first. All right, I think the main thing is going to be making sure that this is nice and centered and even and straight. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my ruler just to make sure that everything is good before I actually place anything on. Even though I know that it's centered in front of neckline, I know that it is a good amount of distance, but I want to make sure that senior is straight. This cannot be crooked. Now, each one will have to be pressed separate, so I'm not in a rush. We're going to actually bring the sweatshirt down some, so I can actually see. And I'm just going to make sure this is nice and centered, because if the top part is over a little bit, then guess what? Everything is going to be over. I like to even look down the corner, like down the side, that thing centered. Right down the middle. Boom, go for that tag line. Even though, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, this tag, I'm starting to notice the tag be off a little bit sometimes. All right. This, okay. All right, y'all, it's time to press. We got our parchment paper. Let's go ahead and press. This is a white shirt. So usually when it comes down to pressing vinyl, I would say if you're doing multiple vinyls, you want to do 15 seconds, move to the next one. Because this is white, I may have to do 10 seconds. I do have it at 325. So I may have to do 10 seconds. No, my heat press is not set to 10 seconds, but that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to just press the button. Because I do not want to overheat the white shirt. And also, I'm pressing this in total at least 3 times. So the final press will be that final press of 25 seconds to make sure everything is secure and in. So I'm just going to let it cool down a little bit and then I will peel it. Now it has cooled down. Now we can go ahead and peel it. And then we can do the other 2 layers. Honestly, I may not have to even do 3 presses. What I'm going to do is press the blue and then press the black, because the black will be at the top. So that way we could save time on pressing this 5-6 times. You get what I'm saying? We want to save as much time as we need to. This is important to make sure this thing lines up perfectly. This is crucial. And I'm kind of just going off them corners. When it comes down to it, I'm going to do a final press to kind of melt everything together. We don't want any lines or gaps in between. Basically, you want to have an overlap just a tad bit. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Oh my God, that looks so good. This looks so good. Ooh, I hope this is actually straight. Like, oh my gosh, I hate that. Ooh, I don't want to wait till the end to figure out and say this is off. Yeah, this is. So the arc will come down some. Bring it over. Make sure this is good. We just want it nice and touching right there, the mark. Step back to make sure everything is good, everything is straight, everything lined up, because you want to make sure it lines up on the sides and everything. Basically, this needs to be seamless. It needs to look like this was all cut at one time. This is like a mini little surgery right now. People don't ever see behind the scenes of like what it takes when you want to do these different designs and you want to give the customer something different. It does take a little bit of work, and it may not seem like it does, but it does. Now I'm going to lift it up just to be sure that this looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Bring the shirt down some. That looks good. Make sure that this is turned the right way. Because if the shirt crooked, then it may end up being great. Now I'm using a mat to make sure that's good. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is actually going to be so cute. This is actually my first time ever doing a slice effect. I haven't ever did one before. I have seen it plenty of times, but I didn't ever do one until now. And babies, it looks so good. Now we're going to go ahead and get the cap because it doesn't touch anything. I can go ahead and bring that in. Probably bring it up some more. Only thing I hate is that this one don't have like a stickiness to it. And that's just the type of vinyl. It's just going to be having no stickiness to it. Get some heat transfer tape. I'm going to actually bring it up a little bit. Now, I could have done this bigger, but I don't think it needed to be that big. I know some people do it like huge. I don't think it needs to be that big. I'm going to kind of line it up to this corner of the S. Oh yeah, that looks good. Let's go ahead and press it. Listen, I wish I had one of these when I graduated. Like, this is a staple. I'll be wearing it when I get older. Like, I still got my graduation shirt, but when we went to grab bash, like, I don't play. I like things like this. Now, we don't have to press this the whole entire 24 seconds. We just need to press it for like 10. Now we're just going to let it cool down so that way we can peel it off and do a final press. Babies, this thing looks so good. I cannot wait to see this whole thing come together and actually come to life. This thing is going to be killer. Oh, yeah, baby. All right, so everything has cooled down. Now it's time to peel it. OMG, this looks so freaking good, man. I'm so happy with the way this is coming out. Listen, designing may took us a little bit of a minute, but that's literally how it works. When I'm working on a design for a customer, it can take a minute. Sometimes I could sit there for 2 to 3 hours working on the design just to make sure everything is right. Now we're gonna go ahead and do a final press to make sure this line right there in between senior melts together. But I would spend my time working on the design. I would even do like a 24-hour working on the design, because at the end of the day, I want to make sure the design, it works, it speaks volumes. This is going to represent everything looking at it. So now we just have to do the sleeves, and that will be it. This simple technique and just simple glitter vinyl is going to elevate this white sweatshirt. I think just the simplest designs will show so much. Like we just used 2 colors. We added 1 more color. We used 3 in total, and baby, already I am in love with it, baby. I am in love with it, baby. Like, this looks so good. I could have definitely made the cap a little bit bigger, but at the end of the day, I love the way it came out, and I love it, to be honest. Like, this is perfect. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the sleeves. I'm thinking of probably doing senior on this side, because if you wear it, say senior, then 2026. Yeah, we're gonna do it that way. I'm putting it in front of me like I'm wearing it right now. It helps to actually visualize where it should go, how it will look in my head, like putting it on in front of me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open up the shoulder part, so that way I got this line going right down, and I can actually see where the seam is at and make sure it's nice and even. We're gonna go ahead and lint roll it, and then we're gonna do a pre-press with this one too. Even though we are on a different part of the sweatshirt, we still have to lint roll, definitely, because this is white. If I press it, it may end up pressing everything in there, some extra debris or anything like that. So we're just gonna do a pre-press for 5 seconds. So this pre-press is just making sure that we get all the moisture out, and we make sure that we lint roll it so we can get all the extra debris off. Just because sometimes you may not even know, but it can be some debris sitting on the sides. So we're gonna do grad on this side. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the royal blue, because that's the first layer. That's why I put everything like this, so that way I know which one go first. We roughly did this, what, like 13 inches for the height. Now it won't go all the way up to the top, but we want it right there. I open it up, I can see the line, exactly where everything will be lining up at. And I'm basically just gonna lay it right nice and flat and just take off the gold. There's nothing I need to do. I don't need to rotate this or anything. Like, this is perfect. We sized it so good. Like, you could read it, it's not too small. We don't have to like turn anything, rotate anything. Like, it's perfect and ready to go. The simplest one yet. I believe I'm gonna let it cool down, and what I'm gonna do is do the other side, so that way the blue cools down, and at the same time we're still moving at a good pace, and we're not just sitting around waiting on one thing. So I'm just gonna actually pull this to the side, swing it away, lift this on up. This is how it looks. So I basically open the sleeve of the whole entire sweatshirt and make sure I can line it up in the middle. So while this cools down, what I'm gonna do is now place it on this side, and I'm gonna do the same thing and do the other side. So we're just gonna open it, and I'm basically opening it like almost a sandwich. Why do I refer to everything like almost food, y'all? Like, I play too much. I don't know why. I think it's when I refer to it as food, somebody will understand it more. Like, oh, open it like a sandwich. Open it wide like a burger, or it goes this way like a sandwich burger. That is me. That's the way I explain my examples to people. Like, does it make sense to y'all when I sit here and you fold it like a hamburger, and then you fold it again like a hot dog, because a hot dog goes straight? Oh my gosh, y'all. I don't know where I get that from, but I don't know. I just feel like that's the way to explain it sometimes. Do it make sense to you guys that I be explaining it like that? I don't know anymore. But I know some of y'all be in the comments like, girl, what is you talking about? Hamburger, hot dog, honey bun. I be just greedy. All right, now we did a pre-press. I still got this line right in the center, so that let me know where to place this at and make sure it's in that center piece. Perfect. Like, literally, we don't have to do anything. We're just placing it down. We already got the line of the sweatshirt. We don't need a ruler because I'm going by the line of the sweatshirt. Make sure it's nice and centered. This is a white sweatshirt. I was just about to press it. We don't need to overheat this sweatshirt, so let's go ahead and get that parchment paper. Now, by the time this get done pressing, we can go ahead and take off the grab, because the grab should have cooled down by now, and we can press that side. So basically, we just moving it, dishing it out. Dishing it out. Hey. Listen, I play too much. Alrighty, that swing weight kind of clutch. Woo! Oh, baby, come swing with me. I can't sing, but I try to sing like I can. So this is going to cool down. We're going to go ahead and go to grad, and we're just going to go ahead and peel it. So what I'm going to do is actually lay it down flat first before I peel it. So that way I can lay the gold on. And go ahead and do a nice little peel. It already cooled down. So depending on what type of HTV vinyl you're using, you may need a cold peel. Some you could actually peel while it's hot. I'm more of a hot girly. I like to peel everything hot. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I don't know why. And it's not about like being in a rush. I don't know. Like, I like taking hot showers. So I could literally touch this and it feels so good. Like, oh, this is so hot. Like, in my mind, it's like, it's warm. Like, it feels good. It's not, I don't know. I take hot showers. Like, I actually do like just hot and warm towels. Like, I don't know. Is that just me? So for me, I like to let it cool down a little bit, but I'm still gonna peel it while it's hot. Make sure when I touch it, it's hot to touch. Now, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you are lining this up good and even. It's so important. This looks so, oh my gosh. I wish when I took graduation pictures that I had some outfits back then. Like, I didn't know who was making outfits back then. I didn't get any outfits made. I just went into graduation pictures with whatever they had there. Like, if I could go back in time, I would have got me a sweatshirt made. I would have got the jeans made, because nowadays, I ain't gonna lie, graduation pictures, they be eating down. They be, listen, baby, they be killing it. Like, oh, this looks so pretty. Like, this is everything. Do y'all not see that? Everything, baby. Baby, baby, baby. All right. Now we're going to let that cool down, and then we're going to go ahead and move to this side. We basically flipping that edge and then flipping it, flipping it, flipping it. Go ahead and make sure it's down flat. Let's go ahead and do that nice clean peel. This right here, I love to hear the sound. Y'all heard that? That sounds so good. Let's go ahead and go in with that blue. We definitely did a mismatch color scheme, and honey, it paid out. It looked good. I love it. Make sure everything lines up good. Even though it's an offset, it has to go in the spot, and it can't be off to the side. It's an offset, but it can't be shifted to the side. There ain't no offset now. Take your time. Press it the right way, so you don't have to come back and redo it again. Yeah, press it the right way. Take your time, take your time, take your time, take your time. All right, we got roughly 1 second. That thing finished so fast. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let this cool down. Yes. And we're gonna go ahead and peel off the grad part. Grad, baby, graduation season, because I'm a grad, baby. Go ahead and peel this thing off. Oh, yes. Blue and gold, baby. I wear that all day, every day. Those are my colors. Listen, if you is in Florida, then you know them West colors, baby. We be coming with them bangers. I'm from the West, yeah. I be rapping and I be dishing and I be talking like I could rhyme. I ain't gonna lie, I don't rhyme for nothing. I be over here trying to rhyme. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, let's go ahead and peel this. It has not fully cooled down, but we're gonna go ahead and peel it while it's a little bit hot. Oh, yes. This blue and gold, y'all just understand. If you were to see this in person, like these colors, I love it. This ain't even mine. I'm about to make me one from 2017. Made me want to wear around the house, even though I graduated so long ago. I had it back then, and I'm just wearing it around the house. I got it back in 2017, but I wear it around the house like I got it. Just because this is so cute. Let's go ahead and do this final press and call this thing a day and get her packed up to go. I made it just in the nick of time to get her out this dough. So we're just going to do a final press. And also while I'm doing that, I'm just going to take my lint roller and get the extra little bits of lint that's on here. This is a white shirt. So sometimes you can have lint just from around your house come on here. You never know. Even from when they deliver the box to you, sometimes they have lint on it. Go ahead. Take this off. Do a final press on this side. And after that, y'all, that's it. We are done. We just did a whole literally slice design, multi-layer design. And we did a senior sweatshirt for graduation season. You can sell this for at least $40 to $50, just depending on all the details that you put on there. This is actually a money maker. On top of graduation fans, sweatshirts are awesome because it's something you can actually keep over time. Like, you have people like me that loves to keep things. Like, y'all don't understand. This is a moment where you took all these years, 12 years to graduate, and you did it. Because sometimes you may be the only one in your family that actually graduate. You need to be proud of that moment. Enjoy that moment because, baby, you only get it once. Like, you don't go back to school again and do high school, elementary, all over again. You only could be a kid once. Enjoy it. Like, look at this, y'all. This came out so good, bro. Like, I love it. Like, the little sparkle of blue glitter and that black. If y'all need a link to that, let me know because, babies, this looks so good. Like, we could add more, but I'm just happy I put my twist on it versus just copying what exactly my customer sent me. I did my twist to it, and I love every detail about it. I love it. It came out amazing. Like, and you guys walk through the steps, so now you can make your own at home, and you can charge $40 for this sweatshirt too. Let's go ahead and pack this thing up. All right, you guys, we just made a graduation sweatshirt. We used 3 different color vinyls from gold, a old gold that I get off of Amazon. This is from HTV Run on Amazon. We also have this blue. I believe this blue is from HTV Run. I'm not too sure, but I did get this off of Amazon. I'm going to go ahead and look in my cart and tag it down below. But this black with a hint of blue glitter, this is from Amazon. I don't know the brand of this one. I'm going to look it up, but baby, we used 3 vinyls in total to make a custom senior sweatshirt. We did the whole design together. You guys watch me make this design. You actually made it with me. So let me correct that. You didn't watch me. You was in the room behind me talking your bop, 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 and I showed you how to make it. You guys, you just learn how to make a split design yourself. So you don't have to always buy the files on Etsy. You just learn how to trace a design that you get off of the internet and turn it into an SVG file. You watched it with your own 2 eyes. I just dropped them gems, honey. There's no excuse on why you can't do this yourself. We literally typed it up. You know what fonts I use. You know everything I use to actually make this. From my Siser Juliet, literally to my laptop, on me designing it in Silhouette Business Edition, to pressing it on a heat press. Just look at it. Like, this simple sweatshirt may seem simple to some people, but baby, you could sell this for $40 to $50, depending on what's your price that you sell your stuff for. But you can't say that this is not. This is so cool. I promise you guys. We took literally a plain white t-shirt, didn't have anything on it, and we made a whole entire graduation outfit. She could prop some jeans underneath here, and baby, she good to go for her photos. Or if she won't, come back and I could do the jeans too to match the outfit because I still got the design saved on the laptop. We did all of this with 3 vinyls, and I still have a roll left. And I'm telling you, if you think vinyl ain't in, baby, vinyl gonna always be in. Because DTF prints, all of the extra stuff that's out there, they can't give you that glitter like vinyl do. Because this glitter is glitter, honey. You can see it shimmer, you can see it shake in the night. Look at it. You can't get that with no DTF prints. Listen, I like DTF, but baby, vinyl gonna always be in my corners, okay? I'm gonna always have vinyl in my craft room because it is essential to the whole entire business. We literally took a design, split it in half, and made a 2-color print. And that glitter, baby, I know you can see it, you can feel it. This little usually sweatshirts are roughly around $10. Depending on where you get it from, sweatshirts can be $10 to $11. You can sell this for $40 to $45. Some people sell it for $35. Listen, it's graduation season, so if you didn't know, I'm telling you now. Get on the graduation products. Start making them coins. Start making that money, okay? It's money, money, money time. Money, money, money time. Money, money, money time. Hey, hey, where you at? Where you at? Okay, I'm going back to the 90s over here. I'm about to say, where you at? Where you at? Bah, 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 bah. I play too much, you guys. Listen, I told you, it's graduation season. So, If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss another video. And baby, get on that graduation money, baby. Make them coins, make them coins. So if you need an idea what to make, I just showed you what to make. Make you a singer, graduation, sweatshirt, t-shirt, jeans, you name it. Even some shorts, baby. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Love ya.